So every episode, I like to highlight a phenomenal woman who is making impact in her community, breaking barriers, or inspiring others. This week, I want to speak about the one and only Tia Mowry, um, otherwise known as the one of the twins from Sister Sister. That's the like. I'm telling you, like we had the best TV shows, as millennials, we had the best TV shows. I remember Sister Sister, One on One, Moesha, but Moesha like get cancelled quite early? Anyway, One on One, Sister Sister. We had Trouble. I'd come home and watch MTV Base. We had a time. We were having a time. And it's a shame. I don't think the young people have that now. They have YouTube. That's not the same though, is it? No. Anyway, Tia Mowry recently got divorced. We all know from Corey. Yeah, fine. And she's done this documentary. I say documentary, but like a mini reality TV show called My Next Act. And it's talking about her life following on from the divorce and all that's gone on over like since that time and what led to the divorce and whatnot. And the reason why I am highlighting Tia Mowry as the phenomenal woman for this week is because she's been incredibly vulnerable. She has been incredibly vulnerable with us, and I love her for that. I think divorce is such a difficult thing. Like people, like men, women, who is divorcing go through a really difficult time. And so imagine divorcing and also being in the public eye. Like it's must be so difficult. And for her to make a series about it, to just really, I suppose, like if you are going through a divorce as well, you could watch her show and really empathize with what she's going through. Even if you're not going through divorce, you could watch her show and be like, oh yeah, like I definitely understand that. So I've not watched the whole thing, but I've watched parts of it. And the clips I've seen have been really, really significant. So she talks about, the bond changing with her family. She talks about the bond and also with her sister Tamara. So they're twins, obviously, as you know, sister. But how does relationships change? She also talks about the fact that Corey was her first everything, first boyfriend, first she lost her virginity to him, first her only husband, like everything. Corey has been her first everything. So to divorce, to be in your, I think she's in her 40s now, to divorce your first everything, that's crazy. And then to now also to be back out in these streets and trying to like date, she is going through it. She is going through it. But her talking about her like lack of experience, not knowing, what the world had to offer, I think they were definitely quite sheltered, which is good because we hear about like the Drew Barrymores and the Christina Aguilera and the Britney Spears who were also children stars, but their parents weren't doing the things they needed to do, allegedly. And they got them, they were very vulnerable and had a hell of a time as a child star. But clearly Tia and Tamara's parents were not playing any games about them, and they definitely kept them close to them, and they were quite sheltered twins, and which has its pros but also has its cons. So Tia I don't know when I'm going to watch it. I need to find some time to watch it, but I think I really want to sit down and focus on everything that she says because she really is going like through it. But I'm so thankful for her for doing the show because it takes a lot to be that vulnerable. It takes a lot to be that vulnerable, number one, but to be that vulnerable after a divorce and you're in the public eye, that's really tough. And you've got children and you've got people criticizing kind of you for divorcing Corey because, he's a good man, and you've got all of this stuff going on, and you said, you know what? I'm going to put out a show and just talk from the heart and be vulnerable and let you guys into my life and so you can see what's going on for me. I rate that highly. So Tia Mowry, you are the phenomenal women of this week's episode. I will get a chance to sit down and really go through it and watch it, because yeah, it's an amazing thing that she's doing.